just think it really just, I think growing up in a little town like Weirton in the 60s and 70s, with steel booming and just being part of that, again, when you're in the middle of it, you don't realize the value that it has in your life. But having, I've traveled to 17 different countries in my life, and I always go back to my roots and my foundation. And that was, Madonna was a big part of that in my life. The biggest influence was, and this is Coach Coleman, Coach Santilli, Coach Barrett. I think that as I look back, I didn't realize it when it was happening, because I was a young student. I was 14 years old. I turned 15 my freshman year in October of my freshman year. And so I would say the biggest influence was that they believed in me, that they thought that I was capable of, being on the varsity as a freshman in baseball and as a sophomore on basketball. So I think just having men that I respected and coaches that I respected, believing that I was able to be on the varsity with kids that were, 17 and 18 years old, I think that was probably the biggest influence that had a major impact in my life and gave me confidence in other areas of my life. Certainly once you get to the high school level, and then when you get and play college athletics, everybody on the team has the same goal, and everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win the game. They want to win the conference. They want to win the district, whatever you're playing in. And so just being around other athletes that were motivated to work hard, to do the extra things, it just motivated me. And obviously, I was a pitcher, so I had to really rely on my teammates as a pitcher. It wasn't something that I could do by myself. So I would say that was it, and was really interesting because as I got into the real world, in the business world, everything is based on the team concept in the business world also. Everybody has their role, and when everybody does what they're supposed to do, they have success. So I would say that that's the main thing, just knowing that everybody on the teams that I was on was just as motivated as I was to try to win. I think as a young kid that loved sports, I think my dream, like most young kids that play sports, was to be a professional athlete. And it was really just pretty simple. Once I got to high school and college, I felt like that I would have a better chance to be a professional baseball player than I would be to be a professional basketball player. So that was really it. I love both sports equally, but I just thought I would have a better chance to, try to live out my dream. The Pirates, growing up near Pittsburgh, and it would definitely have been the Pirates. But I tried out for the Dodgers, the Reds, and the Pirates. But the book on me was that I was a pitcher and a designated hitter in college, and they basically said I didn't throw hard enough to be a pitcher, and I didn't run fast enough to be a hitter. So they made the decision for me, but it was still a dream. My kids living here in the Houston area, they had 600 or 700 kids in their graduating class. And so, to be at a small school like Madonna, to know not only everybody in your class, but almost everybody in the school, as I look back, that was a really unique experience to be friends with so many people. And just the camaraderie, Madonna being in a private school, I think we fought harder in everything that we did. We tried better, kind of felt like we were the underdogs a lot. And so just to be around people that everybody had the same attitude toward, whether it was academics, whether it was sports. And I think just, again, looking back, the foundation of my life, Jesus talks about a house built on rock and a house built on sand. And between my parents and my sister and attending Madonna, I think I just had a strong foundation in my life that I didn't realize that I was receiving, until I moved away and I became an adult, and I realized that the foundation of my life was set in the early years of my life, and Madonna was certainly a big part of that.